So I just wanted to do a quick video to kind of explain and introduce Chris and I as a trading team. I've kind of been over this past year studying the stock market full time, pretty much 40 hours a week. Um, just studying charts, perfecting my strategy, deciding what type of trading is for me. I started looking at penny stocks, OTCs, pink sheets stuff, and I've traded them before, but I kind of noticed that I was really leaning more towards more liquid stuff like the New York Stock Exchange and the Nasdaq stocks, or small cap, even down to nano cap stocks. But as long as it's got liquidity and it's in between $1 and $20, which that's kind of a vague range. I get above that and below that, but just for a vague example, stocks between $1 and $20, that has liquidity that gives me a setup and an entry, I'm going to take it. I don't look at fundamentals. I do, when I need to, but I just basically am looking at chart patterns, and also, I'll trade off news and earnings and things like that, of course. But basically, just looking for stuff that has momentum. And so basically, Chris was started as he's a futures trader, and that's where he started with stocks, went into futures, and then I came in to futures with him not that long ago, and so I have traded futures before. I actually kind of stopped as I was really getting into that. I kind of stopped doing that and focused more on stocks because I really was more interested in stock trading. So, he's got the futures background. I have this futures slash stock background now, and Chris pretty much helped me develop a strategy over the past year. He's helped me develop my stock trading strategy from day one. He's been by my side and teaching me, coaching me, reprimanding me when I need to be told that I'm doing something wrong, and it's really kind of helped me develop into this really precise and disciplined trader. And I've been able to really get a lot better at managing risk, position sizing properly, and also just straight up pulling the trigger altogether, because those were my struggles. So basically, for the past year, he's helped me to get to where I am now, and now I'm like ready to go. Like I'm ready to start building size, and I've been profitable consistently, and I'm to that point where it's time to kick it up to the next notch. So basically, my role in our we've kind of become this team now. He's trading stocks with me, and my role is I develop the watch lists. I'm the one that's scanning every night. I'm developing what's the watch list, what's closest, and then what I do is I hand that over to him. So we're both trading off of the same exact watch list. It's not like we're two totally separate traders. He's got his watch list, I have mine. We're very much as one, really, because we're married, and I guess that's how it goes. But we're trading off the same watch list, and the benefit of both of us trading off of the same watch list is I'm putting tons of time into finding these plays, and I have these big lists of plays, and sometimes I can't get to everything. Sometimes it's just there's too many stocks on my list for me to be able to touch it all. So what I do is, I take the ones that I feel are right up my alley, A play, A plus play, and then what he'll do is he'll look for ones that I didn't catch, or look for ones that, I maybe was too distracted, or I didn't think were necessarily the best plays for me, and they may fit his plan a little bit better because he's a little more he's not an aggressive trader, but he's not afraid to go after something, or get into a trade. He's very decisive, and I'm a little bit more indecisive at times. So that's kind of where we balance each other out. If I miss a play and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to get into this, he'll just get right in it and be like, here we go. Like, this is it. This is going. So that's good that we balance each other there. And I'm also the more conservative one. And, like I said, he's the one that's a little more ready to attack sometimes. So he knows when to be disciplined and when to scale back and when to trade the right market environment. So that's good, and as do I. So we're trading basically the same setups, and the same watch list, and we're helping each other throughout our trading. We are in the same room when we're trading. So not only are we husband and wife and we're together all the time, but we're trading together, all day. So, or all morning, or however long we're trading for that day. So as we're in trades together, we're talking to each other. We actually are in a room together, not only physically, but we also enter a hotcom room, which is like a GoToWebinar type thing where we're both in the same room and we can share our screen with each other. So, you know, as we're going through our morning and market opens, we're talking to each other. We're like, hey, what do you see here? What do you see here? Well, this is about to pop off. Well, this is about to, I need to short this. Well, this is getting close to our area. So that's kind of how the conversation goes when the market opens. And so for example, like this morning, market opened and right away, first, I don't know, first 10 minutes or so of the day, I see MTOR, which is this chart right here. And so I'm like, okay, Chris, I'm taking this. Boom, I'm in it and I'm managing it. He's scanning at the same time for other stocks that are ready to pop off. And today he ended up taking a lot. I only took one. He pulled the trigger on all the rest. And I think there were a total of 5 or 6 trades today. So um, where I come in there is, if someone's got to pull the trigger, whether it's me or him, really doesn't matter as long as someone's pulling the trigger at the right spot. And then also we're talking to each other to help each other manage the trade. So we're like, what do you think of this area? Well, what area are you finding? Where should my stop be? So it's very much a team environment and a team effort with the two of us how we trade. So, even though, we're husband and wife and it's like, well, do we get sick of each other? We're able to work together because we are following the same strategy, the same rules, and we're not clashing with each other. So sometimes I pull the trigger, sometimes he'll pull the trigger on a trade, but we're managing it together no matter who pulls the trigger on it, basically. And so that pretty much explains kind of how we trade together. And I'll be doing more videos like this to kind of just explain who we are and where we came from and our strategy.